sure, guys, we back again in another episode of Pitori Arts. Why it's Ragamara Wash Bay, but Wash Bay, Kikoka, nothing great. Wash Big music, Cascoa, Wash Big, Aswana Gazix. Like it's a roller again. Otherwise, it can say, bless us, Dominic, it's a Michael, it's a Malas suffer the Bundesliga. Yana partner, Kulu, Manuela Tawa, Maraga General Tusi, Tebogo aka Baba Murata Market Takeshi. Akizi mirize bi bare Takeshi kuru sawa mama mara naru ganze marake Takeshi. Otherwise tebza ushabu.
Stop, man.
Ne ufiti.
Yeah, most basic.
Yeah, no ish.
Good.
Nenze rahano rahar tebse tebza man. Aze are fedi 1 2 1 2 tsatse. Yeah, 2 million ngatsona mara wena ka bunyane yana ba 2 minutes 1 minute nyana. O ka nna wa ipea hore tebza ke mang virala.
I like the virala. Kimokasi, yeah. Okay, so give him Tomkasi, ne? Since Lena
Yeah.
Okay, right. I think Hori Takeshy, that's my nickname. That's what I'm known for. In my old life. I was labeled as that person because I am a fan of clothes, so that's why they would. So I was my nickname comes from a clothing label, just to put it in simple terms. So Tebogo Mfete, and now with the work that I do, I'm based in Mabopane, Kamsebet, which is my spiritual work. So yeah, in a nutshell, like it's already. Should I add more and more?
So I don't know if now to the stereotyping.
Yeah.
Once you say spiritual, we go to Gozapo.
Yeah.
So ke batla tlhalohanya hore ya hao ka hore nna ke bare ke media. So ke batla tlhalohanya hore hona le difference e kgolo between being a traditional healer and a medium now.
Yeah, there's a huge difference. So with me being called a medium, it's just a play of words. But I'm not a sangoma, meaning that I haven't gone to a song or Kajantwaso or Kabetula scoop. So I can be a Kabetula scoop. So a medium is somebody who's got a gift to interact with the deceased people. So in a nutshell, so I get messages from dead people, deceased people telling me how should you align your life. So they come through me, they talk through me, and I tell you what I see, and in that way, that's how you will get your help. So when you come to my space, you cannot there's no bones. So in that picture in that picture whatever setup that you know when you go to a sangoma where you get kundumba again and dumba. I've got what we call a consulting room where you sit, I sit, and we have a reading. In my line of work we call it a reading. Other people can call it shashlobo, it's fine, or a consultation, but in my world we normally call it a reading. So I'm basically taking you through how what you must fix, and through that reading there will be people that will come out, meaning your ancestors, which are, we call them spirits, to say, okay, man, there'll be names that will be dropped. If it comes out, yeah, that's how hectic it can go. So, and then they will tell me, and then I will tell you. Then I will verify with you the accuracy of the reading, because with me, it's not, because with the bones, the person tells you what the bones say. And you can't dispute, not that you can't dispute, but he's basically telling you what they say, and you agree to agree, but it's more of what the bones are saying. So with us, it's more of saying motomoso wapereso or or then I will connect through a month, or I will connect through a day, or I will connect through an incident. For example, if maybe I'm reading you and maybe you were involved in an accident, then I will be in that accident spiritual to say, so then maybe it'll be a month. If maybe it happens in November, for example, say I see November, I see a car, or a car issue, or say I see
So
November, I see an
it's more
accident.
like you narrate.
Yes, so I'm a
the
narrator.
situation.
Yes, you know. So and then you will say, yes, in this month I was involved in an accident. Then I will tell you why you were involved in that accident, and then if there's the message is on or something that Abantu Abadala would want you to fix, then I will explain why they what is it that they want you to fix, and then we'll take you through that. And through the reading session, at the end of it, I'll give you time for you to ask questions, and so that you can have an understanding. And there can also be tasks that I will give you. Task will be some tweeting. We are going to mamang some because even in this gift, re fana ka ditaelo, ke? Because there's no fixing that is done without to fix. So there's no reading that a person will get, and there's nothing to take away home to do. Let me put it that way. So meaning that you can't come in my space and I say, "Ke bona ntho e itseng, ka e bona, and not tell you how to fix it. Because with me, the problem comes with a solution. So I diagnose, and then I give you the remedy on how to, go about that whole situation. So that's how it goes in that show.
Okay. So if like no medium, I get you saying medium.
Yeah.
Narrates okay. There's medium, itla no I get.
Yeah.
Back then we were saying, okay, this person is sango.
Yes.
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 So king e leng wena hore o sa ya go thwasong hore okay, I'm not gonna take this route ya hore ke go thwasong. I'm gonna do this medium thing because medium thing kona itlang now, like not now, but it's a modern.
It's modern.
Yes.
Yeah.
So king e leng hore o sa re e re ke go mama
Go mama.
go mama go thwasa
Go
go
for your
teng.
mat.
Wa pebo
Ka pebo go, okay. The medium thing it's not like it did not exist in the old days. It has always been there. But because but when I say then they would want it to label it. Remember that in the lifetime that we are currently in now, people still don't understand our gift. The only gift that makes sense to the society or to the community is when somebody ayako or ayako what we call kobela, ayakena ko lefehlong at phasiswa, and then at high and that and that. So that's the norm. That's what people know. That's what makes sense to them. But unfortunately, it doesn't. It's not like that with everyone, and the mediumship thing has always been there. It's just that people didn't know how to say Kimut Omuso. So it's like a prophet, it's like Motwabon Tang. So it does like it's just a name to say this one is it's a medium, but in simple terms, Umlamuli. So Umlamuli, they've always been there. Umlamuli has always been there. It's like King Aga Chuple, King Agesa and Gotwason. So you asked me a question, you said to me, why didn't I do it like other people did it? I didn't do it that way because it's not how my process was designed by Abantu Abadala. It's not my decision. They go get some good thing go high so we don't go to like anybody, and we don't have a calling go high. We've got a gift, and that's another difference that people don't understand. I'm not being called to say, Tebogo, can you take on this thing that we want to give you a spiritual assignment? It's something that I was born with. It was just for me to accept it and make for it to make sense to me. So it's in the blood. It was on my mom's blood. It's on my blood. And I'm not the only one in the family who's got it. My sister's got it. So in my family, in terms of my mom, on my mom's side, it's me and my sister. So it's not like something that you go to a song or no. It's something say rapelang is something that the messages come. Yes, mole mo na le masela le hore na lo a kenya because batho ba mpontsha hore a batla that doesn't mean hore I kenye, but that is as far as I can go bo masela, that. But I want to get I'm not that. That's how they don't want things to work. I do have them when I kid at that time, but I'm not forced to have those things as part of my garments for identification, for people to say, "Oh, kisangoma, okay, no, I'm not." So it's not a path that I choose for myself. It's a path that was chosen for me, and saying when you will work in this way, or we prefer it to go in this way. It's just unfortunate that now everybody says they're a medium, or so hence it's just to connect with what I was feeling, but it has always been there. I tell you about or other people, it's always been there.
So nna ntho e ke batlang go itse ke gore wena ko mathomong since akere o no thoma o sa itse gore ke gift maybe wa lwara yana ke batla go itse gore wena go tsamaile bjang gore o fitlhe gore no man, whatever that is happening ke sentse mo journeying e.
Yeah. I like the question because I get that question a lot. At first, with me also, when it started, I did not know what was this thing. Obviously, my mom was still alive at that time, but to see through dreams, visions, she will share with me those dreams and visions and whatever. But I didn't see it even in this way, the will link thing. So I could see Galena the door, I would share with her my dreams. Then I should say, okay, so at that time we say, okay, keep profit, so we leave it that way. So but it turned out that I'm still waiting even today. So there's nothing that I was expected to do more. All that they've shown me, it was that that's your assignment. When we show you the Safarina, you go and tell Safarina. And that's how you will grow. Obviously, when it started, I mean, I was young. I was about, I think around 20. Yeah. And by the way, I didn't accept my gift at that age still. So it took longer. So I accepted my gift when I was about in my, I think it's around my 30. Yeah, just maybe it's around my 30s a bit. Yeah. So I think about 29 going there, 30. Yeah, going there. So, and that's when I accepted who I am, because the time when the gift started, I was a party animal.
Yeah.
To put it badly.
Yeah.
Yeah. Along the way, never the frustrations, because these things will always come back. Man, this one I should talk to this one, but we ignore this way the
I think with me it's more of an issue of this gift as affecting me from a workspace, because I was in a corporate space, and there were times that I couldn't cope, because I couldn't cope because I would pick up people's energies, or I would clash with people not knowing why I clash with them. But it took me at the stage that I then understood that I was clashing with people because I've got this thing with me, and not everyone is going to understand it or get into it, and not everybody would want to be around me, because remember that as a gifted person, at most times you are not a likable person. We have got people that will just hate you, but not having a reason why they hate you.
Genius in famous.
Yeah. But I would find that all the time when people have got issues, they come to me. Like, and what, or mama wants to go this, or and I will find that I would then tell them what to do, not knowing. Remember, I was not.
I wanted to ask. Yeah, so those people, they know.
No, they didn't know.
They didn't know.
They just
come.
So I found myself in those kind of situations most times. People were okay, James 1, 2, and 3, what, it's so, now it's so, all these things. And I will find that I will tell them what to do. The funny part is that after telling them what to do, a person will then come and give me feedback to say, some, and I'll forget what he said.
Yeah.
We think get go what's that problem? We say it's a sorry. Happen even a killing tree. Now like, what is it? So I started to understand that there's something with me. But because also I was running away from it, I didn't want to really accept that it ain't tree. But my mom kept on saying, but it's share no, kinto how. I get no
As in,
it's a house. Now and Nakula, no le party Nikili pop my bottles.
I know.
It's not a secret. Nikili pop. I was known of one of the people who used to do the elite, like the elite parties, like those big parties. Yeah, annually, January 22. Everybody knows who Ricky Party at aka guys. But people will still make an effort to come and celebrate with me. She's
what better go?
The thing was always black and white.
Every day.
Yes. So the gift was the last thing on my mind, honestly speaking. I was like, oh. So for night it was work and just having fun. I'm young, I'm in my 20s. I'm in a corporate space, I'm earning well, I'm working nicely. I don't have the issues, man. So good gifting. This thing as another thing. I keep on yes, one on TV and that. Then then my mom passed away, then 2014, then we buried her. For some reason, just after burying our mom, these things started to show itself.
They're double. The person
yes.
So let me give to this one. In the double.
Can kidime se ka taba ke ke se motho mara ditoro ya ntshwenya ke thomo bona dilo banong hectic ke a bontshwa batho bana ke bona nine le mzima se khona motho la go tsala so ko mmereko ke thomo hlopha dilo bana batho ba etsa so and le bana banong ko mmereko go thomo na this atmosphere around me that motho ka re go bona in somehow like in which way o motho go bona ka o mo plate so it's that thing again. Then I had to somehow then make peace with who I am, start to accept her and and I'm gonna be honest with what I did. I had a conversation liberty without anyone telling me. And when I'm saying a conversation, I'm like a conversation. So I had a spiritual conversation to them to say, okay, if you're going to give me this thing, I don't mind it. But just know hore Tebogo uso. Tebogo ke motho o moso. Yeah, of a going or a party or a nothing. But funny enough, when I started to accept this, they started cutting. They cut me. I cut bophelo ba monate bit by bit, I cut into saying that because they wanted to they wanted this thing to make sense for me. And I was like, okay, what is this thing, Plepi? And they told me, still for what? We want to break the stereotype with you, okay? And then I'm talking to them, okay, what is the purpose of this thing? We want to break this thing for people to understand that it's okay to be this person and still have a gift. Mind you, in terms of my homosexuality, I'm gay, so they're breaking their barriers to say a gay person, gifted, and put like that because people struggle to put those two things together. Okay. So they're like, you know, conversations still but no being one temper. No, Wabana moving over gays, a scene in believe it's study religion, right? So when it comes to the ancestors,
ke batho ba ba bjang he tsa mo tabeng ya gore nna ke gay because ke nagana gore ka nako tsa bokoko no go sena this thing ya gore motho ke gay ne se dilo tse di tlalang batho na ba iphitlha so bona how do they understand them?
First of all, it's not like those things were not there. In the past, people used to hide a lot of things because they were not making sense to them. It was not for the time for them to deal to it. But what people of my community have always been there. Always. It doesn't start with us. It has always been there. And to kono bona ba shebile ba itsamela motse morago o ke tebogo.
Yeah.
So it has always been there. So with me, I remember get to someone who's a well-known person and doing the same thing that I'm doing. And Arkonna, because Okonno was not gonna lead doubt. So she was basically saying to me, they will have no fear about who you are. And even they were all linked in terms of your sexuality, not your gender, because people mix sexuality with gender. Gender says I'm male, sexuality says I'm gay. So there's a difference because people mix those two things. That's why you yes. That's why you would get ask me a question to say, how would ancestors? So he was saying to me, your ancestors are telling me that I must tell you that be free with who you are, and they chose you knowing exactly. So they wanted that person of your sexuality to carry this assignment. Because remember, in this journey that I'm currently am, I am in an assignment. I'm on a spiritual assignment. Whenever they feel like they can take me out of this thing and then background somebody else from the family to carry it through. So then I tend to be comfortable in my space. Not that I was not comfortable being gay or what, but I was having the same issue that he's asking, that since medical and now I'm this person, do they so you're asking a relevant question. I was like, yes, so no, stop, because in my spirit
yourself,
I was questioning or their compliment so that person gave me that reassurance and confirmation to say all of this is well. These two things, yes, I'm missing. Then I started to understood that I'm actually breaking a lot of barriers. Gay person, gifted, and because by the way, I'm the first in SA. Yes, in South Africa. Yes, I'm the first gay medium in South Africa. Yeah, who's well known, who's in all the social media platforms, TV, radio. So there's no one who has ever come out in that way, as an individual. They would come maybe in groups, in money shows, in groups, but not as mediums. I'm sure you've seen those people, but not as mediums.
And
so if to single out, you've never seen out. Yeah, so as a medium, Tebogo Takeshy Mfete, a proudly gay and comfortable in their lifestyle and everything, and extremely gifted. So I'm first. So I'm breaking a lot of barriers. So and I was happy because I always tell when I'm being interviewed in the radio space and all other platforms to say, even for somebody who's there, a young boy or girl who's in our community, they don't need to be ashamed. They shouldn't ask that having a gift, it's a misunderstanding towards it. Because my demo don't care about my lifestyle. They chose me knowing well what is my lifestyle. They know what I wanna gender a male person with this lifestyle or with this sexual. They don't care. I'm carrying out what is important is that I'm carrying out their assignment. And with me, they've managed to grow and go out of, because I'm the first in the family as well to be well known in this way, So in the family, it's not been horrible. I'm the first, so I'm first in most of the things, and I understood that there's something that my family wants to, the ancestors wants me to know and to teach other people out there. So yeah.
But is it a situation say don't worry? he tshwanetse o ile o tlhatlhoba batho wa fosega gore o tikilele ore o ne ore hae ke na le motho and then tshwanetse ba no tlhaloganya ge ke tlhatlhoba go di-step se
because we like a motho.
okay
And I think your question to help you, I think uno ba tlo re ka gapeletsega gore maybe ke tlhatlhoba batho ba bone bonna the real me.
No.
I agree you find maybe batho ba re no ge go tlhatlhoba batho I must be clean like spiritually ke ikilela
No,
a ke
yes,
re ba le
yes.
motho
No, yes, yes. No, yes. With that, it's something that you need to know. Remember that having a gift shouldn't be like now you are tapping out on being suffering. You take the two and you mesh them, and they have to complement one another. So I need to know how to live within the gift. The gift needs to know how to live within Tebogo. I don't understand that.
Oh, yes.
Obviously, there's things that you know. Obviously, and then we go over the same time. There's things that you know. But surprisingly, the gift also will show you other things because with me, remember, and with me, I think it even gets more it's confusing because I don't have Ndumba Enkarenka Shambulula. I don't have to say it's all about that. I know that I have to be clean in some way to be able to carry out the gift. But with the gift, I don't have to be in a certain space to operate. I can do a reading, corresponding thing. I can do Kotra thing. I can do in a complex. I can have a little way in my to be confined to a certain space to be able to function. I'm not being defined by clothes, which is or whatever, or a space to say, yo, so you know, it's just me saying if we're there must be some kind of professionalism and a process that you have to follow. Obviously, I can get some random lecture about each and everyone.
Yes.
You know, that is for that access. But for me to anyway, that's why I'm able to do this more radio, and I'm also able to do it in TV because even in those platforms, I had to get their approval first because I remember at first when I started more radio, the Locomo Trading FM, and it went
viral.
Good. It was good, but for that space, like, but even never understand the so I had to tell them this day because I believe that being in that platform as well, because they wanted to achieve something, you know, because in my life with my gift, I don't take or say anything. It's a coincidence. I believe that everything that I do in any moment, if I find myself killing in this place, today, there's something that they want me to achieve or through because people will say, oh, why guys are playing air so if because people they bottle us up. They put us nice labels that we are not in those labels, you know, but what about we are those people, you know, because they've been integrated like you know, they don't know. They put nice labels and you leave them with those assumptions and with those labels because they don't know. So you will only know a person once you have really interacted with them. He didn't know that I'm so friendly. Exactly. Why?
But otherwise, featuring my cameraman who is sleeping. And then, yeah, let's take a break. We'll come back just now.
Thank you.
hobane ke tsamaya le Safa the Bundesliga since re skibile Tebza aka Takeshy le motho o ile a ntse a beya ditori tsa hae akere mara ba don't know go ke batla tsena lla go mmerekong a ke re o di tlhalositse a ke nagana o na le mo shotile so no ba tla tsena mo meberekong Munda already
I'm ready.
o mo tsena pele
I'm ever ready.
o mo tsena pele o ke mo tsena pele
Okay, ke mo tsene pele ne. Now I get ra go mmerekong no, but I want to go back to some things come around can you clarify. So Tebogo, mo I get you were a party pooper, ne? Before not party pooper, but you were yes.
party animal.
I cannot
Party
be
animal.
I was
A party animal.
Not a party pooper.
Animal.
Yes.
Can I poop again?
Somebody who spoils it.
I not spoiled.
Who spoils the party?
Not that. Not that. I'm sorry about that, but the party, you know. So can you go into that gifting how azanya sokodisa? Like if renze more renze la majita, nesa sokodisa okere maybe dilo tsa how di tla banya gore o botse motho wa itse a o monate bang le ntse fela motho a fitlha wena hape badimo ba ko heno nesa sokodisa into eo.
It did at most times because now, especially with more young who to and I don't want and but make sure before we are high, it was 1, 2, 3. So I was forced and so a couple of people have interacted with them in that way to say Zamuluxantre, but common I think obviously. Yeah. So it did. And funny enough, I've never been in a situation where a person would reject or a person would say hi, well remote playing so you know. And because with me, my understanding was that even to a genuine, it shouldn't choose where I am.
Yes.
Yeah. And even today career. So if you go kai and they should talk, you know, because with ancestors, they tell you what to say and they say to you before you even approach that person, don't be worried about the receiver. Maybe you are the receiver of the news again. Don't worry, we'll handle that. Why not just go and deliver the messages? Don't worry about the receiver or it's also or what. It's not about me. It's about their messages being that's it. So it happened a lot, and sometimes I would control it, and also sometimes I'll also look at the sensitivity of the news because I was in no hectic and you never know so it will depend or king or mama. So I'll let now choose because the gift itself, it comes with a lot of being a responsible person. I can't just and you know, even like it's to go in my space now where I still look at mutu or hore otla handle and check it from you know, or a kiki or kinancho what handle or make it my own analysis or brave enough because people don't react the same. And with this one, it's different. There's where motor lawyer or kapawitang and to a point where it lands because the shocking thing about this one is that most of the V number. Yeah. So what's the VIN number? Yeah. So I need to see the naked one. That's why I don't want people to record when they come to my space. But the phone on nightly in with a big notice board there. Phone on silent and do not record. That they know it's the rule. So you can take notes. There's a notepad and there's a pen where you make notes. But I don't record because often I would find myself where a person has recorded our reading or our conversation, and then I get a Nike wasn't talking blank. And
by share.
Or maybe a woman is being divorced, or they are going through a divorce, a guy was a divorce, or a business to whatever it can be. all in all, I'm working with sensitive information. So you, me being the reader, the medium, and that person being the receiver, there needs to be that respect between the two of us, and also making sure when I'm choosing on okay to more. Because when you come to my space, utitletse o le safarina or uli tumi. Aku bua ka tumi fela. Tumi a ke rapela le wena. Tumi around and ona le bo safarina, ona le bo mamogolo, ona le bo koko, well the siblings. So I got a gonna wa ka rora ke tshwara tse 3, but most of the reading e focus on one nang go teng le batho ba phelang le bona. To a point everything tshwara mokete o itse o bona re ibang but nako ena hatla na itletse for yes ke tlo one or two or three things o bona ba bang wa tla and then in about ena ba bang wa tla is not in about ena at all. It's about kwa nang go teng kwa tlang go teng. I need to say ke bona ntwe okay man, we make sense. And with me, like now how they describe the conflict even on social media, but I can miss it in terms of my gift. The way straight. Because I believe for if we need to fix things, I need to be honest. I can't sugarcoat, I can't be sweetener. If ball get ball.
If it's red,
end
it's
of
red.
story.
Yes.
That's how I work. If it's red, it's red. If it's green, it's green. I can't say no, but maybe can because because remember after they must again tell me how do I then help you. So if I sugarcoat it, it means I'm gonna get a wrong remedy. So they must give me the right solution for me to fix the issue. So with here it's about honesty, but also being responsible, not over and but yeah, honesty is the most important thing.
Jenny ka mokgwa o bolelang obviously ke sure mo fela o dila le batho ba ba stoutu le bo eng. So do you see things tse tshwana le gore ke tokoloshi ke stotwane ke
Witchcraft is the order of the day.
so
We had witchcraft is the order of the day. Yeah.
Like they don't believe in witchcraft, anything. Is witchcraft alive? It's again now or ignorant or overthink.
Witchcraft eating, but you should not also be an obey what we call is this thing. It's a moment a superstitious person to believe that everything no. Witchcraft is there, but with this gift, I always tell people, or if you go wherever you look at consult, when mutu are mutu lawyer, man and all lawyer if a person cannot conclude those things, they don't know what they're saying. Because I can't tell you what mama or lawyer, but I can't tell you about lawyer. I should be like a safarin and safarin. How lawyer to all lawyer 1, 2, and 3. So more give me here. I honor get to war more lawyer and I leave you with a question mark. With me, personally with me, I make sure that when somebody leaves my space, I was able to to answer them and make sure they understand how it will like yeah, exactly. So I will not okay, because you get those people coming to see marriage, so like and then mama with but they don't tell you or you get this ones, the famous ones. Mara mama hula na ware lo just as a cream mero. As well as the mama hulu kamu family. Yes, exactly. Like, yeah. And I was like, okay, give you fake reading. So, okay, Mama Hul, why? What is the motive? So, and then why Mama Hul, more than Mama Hul, no one has ever stopped this Mama Hul. Is Mama Hul so powerful that, but what about 80 back? Abakono stop. Bakono honor waiter. Marabakono stop. So, there needs to be those kind of things. Or what stop you, Mama Hul? So, who busy man?
The what's the meeting?
But what is the scariest thing?
That's what I do.
And
the scariest thing in the way
no, Kiri witchcraft is the order of the day. So I'm always dealing with scary things. Remember the time that
Can't do me when I won't go about witchcraft.
Whatever. So I've seen the Tokoloshi, just to put in detail to me. I've seen the Noha. I've seen even people that come in my space and immediately I came because of my vibrations and whatever that I've but in my feeling they can't continue to talk or be in that space. So what's is because
Yeah.
something say why
Oh. And when I want me,
and
yes. So, as powerful as you are, ne?
Do you think I'm powerful?
You are.
Let me rephrase it. As much like I feeling about you, because I with everything that I do, I told you, okay?
Yes.
They can take this gift anytime.
Yes.
They feel like balapistic tebogo. I say they can take it basically something. So I would say by Dimo are powerful. So maybe put it in another way to say as much about Dimba as power we feeling about
Okay, yeah, like that.
Yeah.
Yes. Ne? Utlwella nani? Ke nyaka hore, okay. Wena Estebo.
Yeah.
The power that you have, ne? Ya badimo bao, loe.
Yeah.
Wena ukhona ya go somebody out to, or you just maybe if you're going through something, you just pray about it, or you just tell your ancestors, or okay, guys, I'm going through this. Or we are going to or feeling or this person is powerful. Then let me go and find out what's happening about me.
Yeah, it habit. I would first consult Badim to get an understanding if maybe there's a segmentation to say I can understand and bump on something. And sometimes I would go and consult. But the difference that I do not consult people who do not work like me because they don't understand. So I would consult a similar person who's also a medium to get clarity. I wouldn't even really say per se it is a consultation. I would get clarity. And at most times, even like and just say, 123. So rest assured or right or no, how right are we so on because that's one of our morekudi aipekod. Like it,
Yes.
am I saying correctly?
Right, yeah.
Okay, all right. Actually, show more.
Now that you
Yeah. So yeah, give us. Oh, I get like a little in. And now wait here.
Mashagan.
But dangerous.
Hey. Spice. But look at spice. Hey, what about Canada Vista?
Yeah.
So yeah, so so I will go and find that clarity. So and there's nothing wrong with that because there are things in it. Remember that if you do this kind of work, most of the time I worry about what's about. I tend to forget about the book. Now, who watches over the book? The book also come like a team. But through Chocobella have a team, Nali Mohong so the Bolena Swanti Mohong Mansansa. One, very killing Hori. One, experience in the same industry or something like Marumpana. It's highly aligned correctly because Wali Bala. It's like a doctor, you always healing people, but when all about your vitals, but you're always checking people's vitals every day, but you forget to check your own vitals. So it's simple to be caught in this thing because it can swallow you. The way it gets so hectic, because at most times it's hectic. So it's always somehow swallowing me. I'm always somehow killing holy peace.
Anyway, I've heard of maybe very moto otaya months. Normally on that process,
I carry every otaya motse gore ba strengthena lelapa gore baloi ba ska dlalla ball, the evil spirits, batho ba rolling, whatever. Remember that, guys, we meet with people and we are from different backgrounds and we are from different families. So just to it's for protection. So I'm not against it. I'm a believer that lelapa la thewa. However, people don't know that lelapa le kgone thewa hape ka badimo without gore o kenye meriana. Badimo ka bo bona ba kgone thaya lelapa because when we say time out.
Sorry, yeah.
Sorry, guys. Hey, yeah.
So that's why I am a great believer that people need to go and collect spirits, put them thing so that they're able to protect mots. Yeah, so I'm a great believer of I've got no issues with Motsotewa.
So, Tebogo Mfete, what made you, or did they call you to come and present the shows who the presenter now? Like not coming out, missing closure
on that I did on ETV.
Lala Ngokolo or something.
And Lala Ngokolo is where I did the last 2 episodes of season 3, just helping out the host, the lady who's hosting it here. So maybe I think you're going already in any that I do TV or radio. Do I get called for it?
Did they call first time? Did they call
Funny enough, can I tell you how I would love to share how I ended up on radio or on TV. Funny enough, my first gig was at a certain radio station that I mentioned earlier. And for me to be in that radio station, is that a person from that station came in to consult someone. And at that point, I was not well known in terms of social media space. So, I was just well known as a king, mouth to mouth, or referrals. Like, finally, this guy, go Pitori Tebogo Mfete, or when someone would check out. Like, yeah. So the guy, he was impressed. Then he said to me, do you mind to do this thing on radio? And I said, why would I want to do this on radio? If I can do it in my own space? I don't know. It would look good on radio and people might love what you do. Then that's when I'm invited and Kaita go to that radio station. On that day, like phone it's for like there was something I need to tell us something. Like I get the call WhatsApp my phone was like a jam on that day. The way people were like never received like a thing. So I was like, okay. So from that radio station which was Motsweding, then the by Rata and then the kids and there and there. Then other radio stations have an interest. Then I did with SAFM with Patricia Ntuli, a show called Late Night Conversations. Mondays. I don't know if it's still there. And in 11. To 12. So okay. So a lot of people listen to it. Then I moved. Then I did 702 with Refilm Pakanyane on Sundays in the morning. Then I moved. Then I did Power FM with Babi Muloy, breakfast something on Sunday. So I've done it with a couple of people. It's just that with me that I don't want to be in one space for the longest time. And then I did with all these radio stations. Then how I ended up on TV, it's how I ended up on radio. These people that put me on TV, they were clients. They were there to, I didn't know who they were. They're like, we've been referred to you about a reading. I read them. I asked them if they work at the TV shows, because when I did projects, they said yes. I was like, okay, I read them, I think 2 days after or 3 days after, they called me, Bonabare, we would love to do a TV show with you. So I said, why? It's like, no, they think you are good. We enjoyed your reading, and we think you can do this. Then they said, okay, let's give it a try. I say one thing. Then there's a show called Momzansi 161. It's like I recommend this guy, my like the show is called Unefa. Mafats.
Yes.
Mafats. Yes, a great. I'm sorry, my brother. A great guy who really made me comfortable. So that was my first. It was not actually my first TV work, was it? I think it was my second TV work. Yeah. So I'm actually lying there. So I did it because we actually love it. Or my first TV work was with Moja. Where there's a show called The Wilga Con. So on that show they wanted a medium. So because Mojas always have my contact details, and I've always went to their offices and met a couple of producers, and they've always known how good I am with my gift. So they recommend that I do be the medium on that show. So that was my actually first time on live television. Then my second time it was with these people who came as clients, and then I was also on that thing. Unefa. There was I think the last episode they wanted a medium. Then I was then told if I can do it, and I said yes, and I did it, and it went very well. They liked it. After liking it, they then did a concept with ETV to say there's this show about missing people, and they came to me with the concept like we want to do a show about missing people. I'm like, yo, missing people, okay. And they asked me, can you find these people? I'm like, oh, okay.
How did it go?
Yeah, I was like, okay. So with everything with me, I first have to consult and digest it and see it. So I gave a pause and then I got a confirmation. No, we can help you. We can help you get these people. I was like, please do not embarrass me on national TV.
Yeah.
And besides, they won't even embarrass me there, but they will embarrass me in terms of production.
Yeah.
So we did it. Yeah, a couple of people were found. Those who were not found, by waiting by December, later on, confirmation came for I was right. Those that I said, but maybe somebody the family said, I was able to tell her no. Because with missing cases, it's either mutu it's either utsamaile because of family issues, it's either utsamaile because of America they can't locate. So it's just different cases.
So how batla now I was thinking how batla batho ba ileng hore ba timetse ba tlhokofetse.
No. With missing cases, it can be confirmed because the cases are always different. So it's not somebody they know is missing, but we can't really confirm that they're dead. So they will need me to say yes or should. So like I was saying now, there were cases where I was able to say, yeah, and like they'll come okay, and then say ritual or one day or one day they'll get a lead. No, one day they'll get a lead for what happened. And then they do get those leads afterwards or no, mama, what happened? Se le hatla maponesa or se le ra kra kholo e itseng ka but go kae ka ba mini moshar or whatever, then ra ka ro tlhokofetse. So those kind of cases.
So ke bone mo
Yeah.
There was this show we really I think nari only maybe 2 months ago.
Yeah.
Ne? 2 months ago. You were showing them hore okay. Motho o tlile from wherever.
Yeah.
Awela mo green.
Yeah.
So you were showing them hore motho o tlhokofetse bjang.
Yeah.
You were giving them the picture.
Picture, a demonstration, and barking a recant something when somebody lives through you. Yeah. I forgot that name. The interesting story about Lalan Twal is that Lalan Twal is a show that I would have Moja presented to me, I think 3 years back or 4 years back, if I'm not lying. And at that time, I said to them, I do not see it. Like I said earlier, or now with anything, I can't say anything because you are popular or ki celebrity or that's how people see us, because I get what you say, but I don't see myself as a celebrity. I see myself as somebody who's helping people, who happens to be on which is like a TV or a radio, but I don't identify myself as a celebrity. But people, obviously, people, you can't tell them what to say. They want to say whatever they want to say. So I've made peace with that anyway. But I don't identify myself as a celebrity. So I said, no, I don't see it. So that's when they got Wendy to do it. And she does it good. And so now, when they were doing season 3 and the 2 last episode of season 3, I think, like it's schedule or whatever it is. So when you couldn't shoot that 2 episodes. So because now as the person that they've asked before, they said, can you help us with the 2 episodes? So I said, yes, I can do it. To my surprise, it went like, a bomb. So what you see me doing on those 2 episodes, I had to put a bit of a twist to it, because I'm not Wendy, first of all. She's Wendy, I'm Tebogo. So I have to come in with my own angle and to make it more and more interesting. So I'm able to tell how the deceased die. So which is the demonstration. So with the first one, it was the first episode, it was where a guy died and to go a family house. Then I demonstrated what happened to the guy, where he was sitting, what he was having within his space. And then with the second episode, which is the last episode of season 3, it was a guy that was shot. So I was able to tell Hore, Natlako guy. So the family had to take me more ashooting more thing. So when I'm there, I had to reconnect to say, Natla from which direction? At the mistaken man, but more guy. And then that guy, I had to spiritually give it in. I can't know
Yeah. I'm within.
Yeah, I'm within, man. One dollar,
Yeah.
So, and I know that thing shocked South Africa, because it's the first time I won. Like, nobody does it. And nobody will do it. I'm the only one doing it.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, I did it. So yeah, good. I know how to about 2 seats. So they're like, yeah, why more hours? So it's more of me just demonstrating how the disease die. It has never been seen before in South Africa. I'm the first one to do it, and please let's get ready to replug.
Let's go. What is it?
Like I was waiting for that episode. Again, I went to by advertise.
Yeah.
I was like, this one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. No, never to meet. If you go and see the reviews, like they look amazing. Like if you go to the Mojala Facebook page, and also the numbers, the viewership there, it was. I believe that it did very well, and yeah, it served its purpose. But it's not my show. Monga show show now there's something coming for me that I can't discuss now or say anything because it's on the pipeline. But Kimotwana almost pacing. So somewhere it's on board.
Yeah.
Very soon.
Otherwise, it's a mouth, man. It's an apple, it's a photo, it's a story. It was a nice episode. Very nice.
We couldn't say much.
Anyway, the time I fit a more party getting me out,
yeah.
Otherwise, it's all like it's like to keep blessings, the man around the American leader of men. I get a make you one, get a mal suffer the industry, like a queen of earrings. Because you know this. What? Tebza, Tebogo, aka Takeshy.
Thank you so much, guys. It's been awesome. Thank you for inviting me. I hope with my episode people would learn about Mtutasi more, yeah? and it's okay to be you and still be gifted and all of that. Thank you to the people that follow me, who support mosebetsi wa badimo o ba wetsang through Tebogo, because ke mosebetsi wa bona. Nna ke a bereka ke hirile, guys. I always tell people ba hirile. Yeah, so ke a leboga gagolo, and I promise it's not the last time ke le there. Yeah, thank you, guys.
Thank you.